welcome back to Open, everyone. You know, always inviting you to stay connected with us. That's right. Like us on Facebook at Open Bronx Net Television. And while you're there, follow me too at Rhina Valentin. All right, so It's the Bronx is the name of this year's most anticipated event that will showcase the talent and innovative spirits that embodies the borough of the Bronx by way of music, art, and food. And the goal of the event is to shine a light on local talent, philanthropists, and the economically growing community. And joining us to tell us more about this event, we welcome Round 7 founder Marco Shalma and Bronx native founder Amaurys Grullon. Hello, gentlemen.
What's up?
What's up?
What's good?
I know.
How
what
are
is
you?
good? Unbelievable work
Yes,
you
yes,
gentlemen are doing.
Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
yes.
thank
All
you.
right. So let's introduce Marco, because
Let's do it.
Marco, you did an absolutely phenomenal job with the Bronx Night Market. From what I understand, in its debut, about 80,000 people visited this market.
Yeah, the first season was great success, and I gotta say kudos to my partner Amanda Celestino from Edible Bronx. You know, together we did something really significant in the borough. But before we go any further, I just want to say something, right? I just want to make sure that everybody at home knows that the camera adds about 100, 150 pounds.
Damn.
Make sure we
a
all
lot.
know that. But yeah,
No, I appreciate
because we're gonna
that.
talk a lot about food and stuff, so I just want to make sure that everybody knows that.
No, I appreciate that, because then, you know, you just
Full disclosure, just putting that out
he
there.
explained a lot for me too. You know,
Nah,
'cause
nah,
when
nah,
I'm in the
nah,
street,
nah.
people go, "Oh my gosh, you're so much thinner in person." I'm
Nah,
like,
nah.
"Yeah, that's what the camera does. It's all the
Yeah.
camera. It's all the camera." No, but seriously, the season itself, right? Because it's 80,000 people, and you had these pop-ups all over the place. And so let's talk about how many of those were presented. The Bronx Night Market, because I know you had the Fordham Plaza. Didn't you have something at the Botanical Gardens?
Yeah. So the Fordham Plaza, that's a series. That's the main. That's
That
the
was the
main
series.
event.
Okay,
yeah.
that was-
And coming back this year, starting in April, like late April, and the Botanical Garden was a pop-up that we did for the winter with the Botanical Garden, of course. You know, a smaller version, a little bit more selective, but let's talk about It's the Bronx.
Yes, no, of course we're going to talk about It's the Bronx. I just want to give everybody a heads up
I
on who
know.
you are, because it was very trendy and very
Yes, yes,
happening.
yes,
And
yeah.
I mean, people out there drinking and at night on the plaza.
Nice.
It was lovely.
It
It was.
was.
I enjoyed
It
it.
was.
I visited a couple
And you know,
times.
this is what kind of led to this idea. You know, like the idea of like doing something so big, you know, and significant in the world of the food, kind of made me think about the idea of like we need something to kind of complement food, which is art, music, entrepreneurs, and that's just kind of like the idea started kind of rolling in my head for a while. We talked to my team at Round 7. Later on, we brought in Amaurys and his team to kind of come together and like created this thing called It's the Bronx.
So,
Yes,
Mr.
yes.
Bronx native, Amaurys, now that he
What's up?
introduced you, I mean, not that you
Yes.
need an
I
introduction.
mean-
you're doing some really great collaborative work.
Just a kid from the Bronx trying to make it happen, yes.
Unbelievable.
Yes, thank you, thank
I mean,
you.
let's talk about the store itself, right? You've got
Yeah.
your storefront, but then you've got all these cultural events. I mean, for me, Bronx Native is becoming a cultural institution.
I think so.
Yeah.
You are correct with that.
Yeah.
No, I mean, it has been, 2018 was an amazing year for us. You know, we have the shop, which we utilize as a cultural hub. And we've been doing a lot of cultural events, right? We got the apparel, we got the art, we got the culture, we got the community aspect as well as with everything that we do, right? So, you know, I've known Marco for a minute now, you know, and he came to me with this idea, which was amazing, right? Because I feel like the Bronx is kind of going through a renaissance right now, right? There's a lot of
Yes.
creativity, there's a lot of entrepreneurship, there's a lot of great things happening, and we're part of that, right? We're doing it up. We host open mics every week. We're doing these events through Bronx Native. We're doing a lot of things through social media. So when he came with this idea of It's the Bronx, I said, you know what? Let's do it, right? Let's do it. It's gonna be great.
All right, so I just want to
yeah.
be clear and want to share with everybody that It's the Bronx is not going to happen at Bronx Native, right?
No.
This is going to be at a bigger venue, and
this
let's
is
talk about that
big, big,
venue,
big.
right? Because it's a new building as well, or it's renovated. It's a
Yeah. So the story, I used to, you know, one of the days that I walk around like the South Bronx, I went in Port Morris. I went to the Bronx Brewery, which is one of the official sponsors for It's the Bronx, by the way. And walking around the street and I saw this building being built, massive building, beautiful building. So I snuck in and I just gave myself a tour around the 7th floor of the building, you know. And when I got to the 7th floor, there was this amazing view that kind of goes all the way to the 360, literally, with big windows. And I thought, I got to do something over here. And, you know, went outside, saw the names on the walls, started calling people and hitting them up, emails and whatnot. And eventually they kind of, you know, they gave up. You know, they said, okay, let's
You mean
do
they
it.
gave in?
They gave in.
They
Yeah,
gave
they gave in. Usually they give up, but they gave in.
You apparently don't give up, right?
Never.
That's what I'm talking about. So this is going to have arts, music, and from what I understand, you're still looking for people, right? To present? Or no? Yes?
So the way it's gonna go is like January 26th.
Right.
We're gonna have the preview event,
Okay.
and that's gonna be like broadcasted live through you guys, BronxNet.
Nice.
And in that event, we're gonna present about 30 different visual artists and about 25 to 30 musicians. From those people, we're gonna select a few, like about 10, to go into like a March event, which is gonna be like a bigger presentation of everything.
Right.
And
And that's going to be like a festival, right?
Yeah.
And that's where, is the food going to be incorporated in January
will
as
be
well?
Absolutely.
Or in March?
Oh, you gotta have food.
Yeah,
gotta
of
have
course.
food.
No, that Bronx Night Market.
You
is-
gotta have food.
Yeah.
You gotta have food. You gotta have good drinks. You gotta have good vibe. Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
So this
vibes.
January event that we're referencing that BronxNet is capturing, how many performers do you have lined up right now?
A lot.
A lot.
Yep.
Yep.
Ouch.
Yep.
A lot. So,
Yep.
But
so you have to narrow it down.
over 2 dozen of
Yeah.
performers going to be presenting some work over there. So and then artists, visual artists, we have over 30. That's going to have different things hang on the walls, and then the crowd, which RSVP. So I got to say something about the RSVP. So we launched the RSVP over here actually, like Wednesday, a couple weeks ago, and then within less than 12 hours, we got sold out the RSVP, and then we
Ooh.
had to
Nice.
extend. We extended it a little bit as a wait list, and we're trying to kind of see how to negotiate that.
Okay, so basically this is going to be broadcasted live by
Ye-
BronxNet?
Hell yeah.
Yeah, sorry, okay, so we're going to be live. We're going to broadcast this live, and you have about more than, 2 dozen performers?
Yes.
More than 2 dozen performers, and there's no availability for people to RSVP any longer?
They can go on a wait
Yeah,
list,
there's
and
a
then
wait
we might open some stuff. It depends on the programming.
All right, so this is only for January, but then there's the March event,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So, okay, so what are we going to walk away with in January?
So January, so like he said, there's going to be a bunch of performing artists that are going to be performing, and there's going to be a bunch of visual artists that are going to be showcasing their work. And basically that's going to be, they're going to network, we're going to talk. It's going to be like the preliminary event to the March event. The March event is going to be the A1.
Right,
the
that's
event to be
that's
seen,
the
right?
So
overall.
just to
that's-
help out a
well,
little-
the reason I'm asking is because I'm wondering, like, how are you going to narrow it down, right? Are there
Yeah.
going to be judges? That's why I was asking, like, what's the end?
So
It's a whole
it's
voting
kinda-
process.
It is a voting process.
Yeah,
Okay.
we're building an algorithm that's going to work on like some Instagram-like, a combination of Instagram likes, voting by the crowd, by the RSV people on the day of, and a committee that we built. So we built a committee of 20 Bronx influencers. They're gonna be around over there. People that like Amaurys, myself, Amanda Celestino, and Michael Max from the BronxNet, and other people that kind of like what we call like thought leaders in the community. And so the algorithm will be based on the 3 components, and then we'll choose like the finalists. I don't want to say finalists too much because then it sounds like American Idol, which is kind of but
Right,
it's not.
Right. But is there a finalist? Okay, but I just want clarity, right? So
Yeah.
when we say finalists, are we saying finalists for food, visual, and performance?
music and art.
Music and
and
art.
visual,
Yeah.
yeah.
Not the food?
No.
No, because we don't want them to compete
Food
with each
is
other. Because
just,
we gotta
we're
have a
just
little
gonna eat
bit of
them all,
everything.
right?
right?
Yeah, so we want them to stay. We want all of them.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making sure.
Be there.
Yeah, and those selected, those voted, will have a larger space. So basically, they're going to have the artists are going to have 20-foot walls to present their stuff over the over the course of the 3 days. The musician, we're going to have a full set, and we're going to create like a PR packaging and all that kind of stuff for the March event. Plus, we're going to have 2 headliners on the March event, a few panels, anything from like media, tech, food and whatnot. And it's just going to be like a great festival celebrating the Bronx. So
Beautiful.
excited.
And then we're going to
Yep.
be there. Bronx
Yep.
Net's going to
Yep.
be covering it. We're going to be capturing it. So
Yes.
basically, everybody's going to get a taste of it. But then the big festival is going to happen in March. So that means you guys have to come back again.
Yep.
Prior to March.
We'll be back.
Yeah.
Will you be joining us in the event?
Well, apparently, I guess I am because you're
Okay.
putting it on air.
That's-
So yes, I will be there.
I appreciate that. You
excited.
guys all will be there.
Yes, no,
Okay.
I will be there just because you requested me to be there,
Awesome.
Amaurys, you know.
Yes, yes.
And I'm glad I was able to make it in the RSVP.
Yes.
You guys,
Boom.
once again.
Boom. But
Okay,
yeah.
so once again, it's the Bronx. It's a free event, and right now
Mm-hmm.
it happens to be sold out. But I'd rather not sold out. There's no RSVPs available. However, you can wait list. You can get put on the wait list. That is, and it's taking place on Saturday, January 26th, from 12 noon to 8 p.m. at the newly renovated Union Crossing Bronx building, which is located at 825 East 141st Street. And for more information, you can visit itsthebronx.com.
Yes.
All right, stay tuned. Bob the C's weekly sports roundup is coming up next.